there's a few people had a recovery session, and there's a few people had a long massage and a long rest. But it's just because there's a short turnaround to the next game, so we're just doing everything we can to get them ready.
It is a very quick turnaround as well. Do you feel that you can, without picking your team, could you play the same players who played last night, or would you have to freshen up for Saturday, do you think?
I'm going to look how they are tomorrow. To be perfectly honest, I think it's too early to look at how they've recovered their bodies and make sure, but we'll make a more informed decision closer to the time.
In some ways, is this cup tie the most important game of Rangers' season now, because it's the only way to win a trophy now?
You've been down to get that one in, isn't it? The most important game of this season. I would suggest we have a really good chance of progressing to the next round, possibly getting to a final. We have to make sure we take care of business. It's an important game, but the players aren't looking at it that way as it's a make or break game. It's just a game that we think we can go and take a win from. So we have to make sure that we pay our opponents the respect they deserve, but we go and focus on what we do, because it's a really good opportunity again at home to build on what was a good result last night.
Have you been given any update at all in terms of the manager situation?
Nope, none whatsoever. So
you could theoretically not just be in charge for Saturday, but for a week on Sunday at Celtic Park as well. Mm-hmm. Is that what you've been kind of advised?
I haven't been told anything different from when I first came in the role. There's been loads and loads of speculation, loads of names thrown up, and all I've been told is, can you continue in the role until we say otherwise, and that's what I'll continue to do.
You said a couple of weeks ago, you said that prospect might be daunting. Do you still feel like that?
It is daunting because they're playing good football, they've got massive resources, and it's obviously a massive game in the Rangers' schedule, but it'll be what it'll be. If I'm fortunate enough to take the team, then I'll do my level best to put a team out there that gives a good account of itself and hopefully can upset them in some way. But other than that, it's presumptuous to look that far forward, because we would disrespect Hamilton by doing that.
Graeme, you said last night it was all about the players, but yep, you were thrown right into the deep end. How do you feel now after getting that first league win? I
feel great. I feel really good for the players, because I've just done the debrief, and once again I wish you'd seen it, because I just highlighted some of the great stuff that we did. I told them I thought they were good. If we want to be great, we need to do these things better, and that's the kind of mentality that I would prefer. That good is okay, but I'd prefer to be great, and I'd like the fellas to dare to be great as well. So can we enhance our processes? Can we enhance those things that we maybe didn't do quite so well yesterday, and take that step from being good to being great?
That first 45 minutes was encouraging. What was it that sort of sparked that change around, do you think, given the way that obviously the weekend went?
I think that we started really brightly, and we actually got a bit of a reward. We got a goal, we got lots of chances, we had opportunities, and I think the goal gives that bit of affirmation to the players that what we're doing is going to work, it's right. And I think that the way they played, the brightness with the ball was really, really encouraging, and I think it's more indicative actually of the way they've trained and their intensity, and I think the players are in a bit of a better place right now.
Is confidence for this group, the way things have went over the last month, crucial for them? They need that in order to play the type of football that you're obviously trying to play? You need to be brave to play the type of football this squad has been created to play. They love the ball at their feet, they love to be expressive, they love to be open, and as I said yesterday, we need to get that contrast between being expansive in possession and being compact and hard to play against out of possession. We need to get that right. But there's no doubt whatsoever that having the confidence to go and play that type of football at Ibrox and continue to play that football for 90 minutes is a massive factor. What have you been doing to pick up individual guys and make sure that confidence isn't becoming an issue?
You show them what they're great at. Just showing Barry Mackay some of his clips of beating people for fun, and then his goal. And I actually highlighted a clip of Barry working back 70 yards to go and put a tackle in, because that's not a side of the game that he's renowned for, but there's something that's coming into his game because he's still a young man. But I've just told the players that Barry needs praise when he does that kind of thing, because everyone likes positive affirmation when you actually do something that enhances the team. We all know Barry's a fantastic dribbler, but highlighting that in a video and showing, there you go, that's what the team needs at that time, is a really good way to show that you're adding value to the team.
I suppose what the team didn't need last night was Keelan diving in and tackling halfway. Have you had a chance to look back at it?
Well, do you know what? We've looked at it, and as I said, Rob made the referee make a decision. The referee made his decision, we had to go and cope with it. And the players actually didn't put their heads down. They got another knock with the second one, but they continued to go and play. And you said they need to be confident to go and play. I doubt there are very many teams in the country that would go and apply that amount of pressure with 10 men. So they deserve a massive pat on the back for that.
Is it worth an appeal, that red card?
I think so, yes.
Is that the intention, and then to appeal? Yeah.
We will have to put some more meat on the bones of the appeal when we go to the board, but I think that it's definitely worth an appeal.
Would it, as it stands, is he missing for Saturday, or is it for the Old Firm game? How does it work? Is it Saturday?
As it stands, he'd miss Saturday and Sunday. If we appeal, I feel the appeal would be next week, so we would be eligible for this Saturday.
Graeme, do you think whenever the stint comes to an end, do you think you have a clearer idea if you want to revert back to the academy youth setup, or has this given you a taste of management that you want to go for it?
I think in a calmer moment when I look at it and I make my decision of where I want to go, I think this experience, as difficult as it's been at times, will make me a better practitioner wherever I am. It'll make me a better coach, it'll make me a better man manager, and it'll make me better able to appreciate the athletes that I work with, whatever age they are, and it will definitely enhance my practice. So I can only be thankful for this time, this development that I will get. But as I said, it will only really come to fruition when I get time to reflect upon it and actually put some of the things that I've learned into practice.
Obviously, things developed here, hence why you were elevated to this position. But did you see, working with the academy, you set up whatever club you went to, and then that would be a gradual step towards management? Or
the reason I got into coaching in the first place, and I think the reason that most coaches do in the youth setup, is because they want to come in and make players better. They think they've got something to add and something to offer, and that's the reason I came in. I didn't have a set goal in mind. I still don't have a set goal in mind. The main reason I get up in the morning is to try and help players become great, and if I can do that at whatever level, then that's what I'm going to continue to do.
And just finally on the Kiernan challenge, how would you rate your chances of the appeal being successful?
I've got no experience of the appeal board, so I've got no idea, but I'm hopeful that intent and actually the dynamics of the challenge, I think we've got a good case, but you never know.